let's play some Shadow Empire. Shadow Empire came out back in 2020, and it is, without a doubt, one of the most complex games that I have played here on the channel. It's a very complex game. It's, if you haven't seen the game before, at its core, it's a war game. I've seen a lot of folks calling it like the Dwarf Fortress of 4X games, and that's not a bad comparison, or a Dwarf Fortress of war games, because there's just so much there. You know, like turn-based tactical strategy, sci-fi style. It's a little bit Dune, it's a little bit Civilization, a little bit Mad Max, a little bit Crusader Kings, and it's all kind of mashed up into this turn-based strategy war game. Anyway, the reason we're checking out today is because there's a new DLC which adds in a bunch of like government stuff, the Crusader Kings part of the game, where we have to sort of manage our government, keep the rebellions out, all that kind of stuff. It does have one of my favorite beginnings of a game. This, I will compare it to Dwarf Fortress, because in Dwarf Fortress you have to like build the world and all this story that goes into the building the world, and the dragon that's still around, marching around the world, and he's there when you play the game. It's got that into this. It is an incredible game, and I love this game. I'm going to complain about something here in a little bit, but I'll complain about it later. We'll get to there when we get to there. But let's try this out and see what we can do with this as we start up a new game. And I heard a scream there, and it reminds me of my my cultural heritage. I was very proud of my cultural heritage until I found out my great-grandfather is from Transylvania. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. Okay, so we're going to build ourselves a planet. We're going to build ourselves a world. Now, there is a simple way of doing this if you want, but we ain't doing that. We're going to build ourselves a planet the proper way. And we can build a desert planet. We can build a marshy planet. We can build a volcano planet. We can build a moon. And all this stuff is going to go into these details we go into building this place. It doesn't seem like it makes much sense right now, but when you get into the game and there was some sort of nuclear reactor went nutso, and so there's this bunch of fallout on the planet, and you'll see that when you play the game. And this is sort of the story of our planet starting out. And then we'll choose our faction and we'll get to play the game. I'll go over the basics for people that haven't seen the game before, and we'll try to figure out what's happening here. It is, again, it's a very complex game, and I'll do my best to explain what's happening. But we can choose. There's more of them in here. We've got like water worlds. There's this new Colossus class planet, which is a real big planet. There's also Oceania, which is the previous DLC, which had a bunch of water worlds in there. We'll stick with this is a new one too, unclassified, I think. We're gonna stick with a nice little oops. Anyway, go back. A planetoid is just like a little small rocky planetoid. Do we want that? Or do we want something like Morgana, Oceania? You know what? Let's go with there's also this unclassified. Could be a planet similar to one of the classes listed above. It could also be something different altogether. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Now, for our, what kind of world are we on? Are we on a haven of calm? The story goes, we're going to get a story, like the background story, and then there's a sort of one big empire that kind of controlled the galaxy. And then there's this big war, apocalypse, everything falls apart, and then we're picking up the pieces after that on our little speck in the universe here. There is one also in here for the mayhem mode. Slytherin is Matrix is the publisher, Slytherin. And they've got this 25th anniversary thing, which adds more treasures, smaller zones, and more dangerous AI minor and major regimes. I like it. I also like alien life. Last time we had sentient dinosaurs walking around, sentient reptiles walking around the place. Great. Severe violence. Those two are good. I like those two. We can start with smaller planet, whatever. We'll start with the basics and kind of work into there. Continue that. We've got generation studies. We do in detailed planet generation because that's my favorite part of the game, so we're going to do it. We can have Fog of War, whether we have Fog of War or not. We'll have it after colonization so we can see our planet. And then there's just me, one human player. I will start in a city-state start, so I'm just one little town. I got an army. Politics difficulty we're going to leave as regular, which has been changed with this new DLC we're checking out, which is Republica, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Crime syndicate, corporation, cults, and sects. Yeah, we're putting all that stuff on tech level 3. We'll leave it all kind of as that is. There's Air Force in here. Oceania DLC only works if you have an ocean planet. And everything else is going to be a regular difficulty. I like it. What kind of planet do we have? What kind of tilt is our planet? Are we 51 AU away? What kind of planet is that? So there's a like. I'm gonna go small and work our way up. Because there's a lot of detail in here, our planet doesn't necessarily have oxygen. It could be a planet 451 astronomical units away from the star, frozen solid with no atmosphere, and so you got to deal with that. People can't go outside without proper gear. Or you can reroll. What's with these super? And there's one super close, so it's going to be real. Actually, it's cold here. Interestingly, a lot of heavy elements. 5 billion years old. There's a lot of solar irradiance. Problem with one of these is we're going to have not a lot of life on there, and we'll stick with something a little more normal. Dune really comes to mind with this because you'll see a lot of that in the story here. I mean, yeah, that sounds good. What was the reason? That was I want a smaller planet. Can I get some a little smaller? Oh, I guess that was okay. Ooh, this is a young world, 0.2 billion years old. There we go. That's good. I like it. Nice radius, 28 hour day. Things like atmospheric pressure, and there you go. Thin atmosphere, 277 millibars. This is going to affect flight when we get to flying things. There is our planet that it has generated for us. Lovely place. Don't mind the numbers. There's little pockets of water around, but it's mostly like there's no biology yet. But it's a pretty ordinary little planet. We can re-roll this if we want. We can see the highest mountain is 3,000 meters off the ground, which isn't that high. Deep sea floor, 1,700 meters. And because I remember this last time, Everest is like 8,800 meters tall or something. So it's a cold place in the Arctic. It's nice in the tropics. Yeah, you know what? This ain't a bad place. I take it. Deal. We know the center is pretty barren, but there's some lakes around. Now for the biosphere. So 952 million years ago, we've got abiogenesis, and the most complex things here are going to be like bacteria, organisms, amoebas. There's some squids, some Atlantean plants. The superior life form is going to be the Supertor chiton, a large land-dwelling herbivore. Looks like a big mollusk, apparently. And we can see more of this stuff if we want to see all the different things that are in here and when they came in, when they showed up in the planets, in their origins and all that. We can re-roll if we want to see what we got. We have a nitrogen atmosphere, nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. Farming is toxic. Xenobiological hazard is deadly. Human hazard, insidious. It seems like a nice place. Hazard exposure level near instant death. But we have cloud forests. So this is not a pleasant place to live, but it's my home. Don't say those kinds of things. We'll re-roll one time. Let's see what we get for the next one. So this one, ooh, this is a weird place. So this, again, we've got complex life forms with skeletons. Cool. Bacteria, amoeba, yeah. Mollusks, worms, squid, plants. And we have another big mollusk, a big 2-meter tall mollusk, and a Gastrochaton sapiens, an evolutionary branch of Gastrochaton, giving rise to a sentient species, alien natives, cephaloids, present on this planet, like a bunch of Zoidbergs. Is that what's a Gastrochaton? And we can see about them. We can learn they're in here somewhere, and they got lungs. Sounds like a potential tourist destination. It sure does. But we got mini trees around, big mollusks, and whatever that thing is, hanging out in the place. And this is a nitrogen oxygen place. A little bit of argon around. Yeah, what a place. What a place. I like it. All right, so now we colonize. So this is the colonization. This is pre-apocalypse time. It was colonized in the year 6821. Colonized for 1,100 years. There was 11 million people on the planet. We're a little bit of a mix of agriculture, mining, and services. We got 15 zones in this place. Mining showed up first off. We had some special deposits we found. So we got a mining hub for this place. Lots of things. Miners are flocking to the area. Xenobiologists are ecstatic about the native alien civilizations. Enterprises follow in their suit, which is where our services economy. We can go get zoos. We can look at Zoidberg. Anyone know what that is? I don't know if that maybe I might have made it up. I don't know that one. A bunch of companies have come in, put some workshops in. Colonists have shown up. Someone on their way to another planet lost their drive and were forced to settle on the planet. Their warp drive, not just their drive. And they settled here as farmers. xenolinguists are here checking out these aliens. And we got farmers, we got aliens, we got an underground cave system allowed farmers to grow a special kind of rare xeno mushroom. That's pretty neat. Okay, now let's take everything happy and ruin it all. The Disillusion War has happened. So things are falling apart. The apocalypse. It happened it reached here, my home world in Messania, in the year 7990. Consumed all. Technology fell to barbaric levels in over a century of warfare and collapse. So we went from 11 million people to 1.8 million people. We got 1% scavengers, 99% hunters now on this planet. So it disintegrated into lawlessness, small-scale skirmishes. 257 years have passed since that war happened. And what happened? First thing happens a year after, or I guess 10 years after. Neighboring systems start hamstering goods and liquid energy. Hamstering? Is that what that is? Reformist forces tried to storm the planetary senate. Trade stopped. Shortage of things and energy. This government ceased functioning. Warlords start declaring independence. Enemies of Amanio have nuked it. So we got a little bit of, a few nukes happened. Unknown extremely virulent disease wiped out whatever Laminin is, maybe a town. A forgotten nuclear reactor went into meltdown. Raider clan decided to set an example and kill everyone else, kill everyone in Volusis. And an abandoned Air Force, maybe? AF complex blows up in Zemirian due to core overheating. So we're going to have some radiation on this planet. Just a little bit of that. And there's our rundown. So we're 1.75 astronomical units away. We've got 5 major regimes here, 43 minor regimes. Sentient alien life forms make up 6 of the minor regimes. Our goal, is to take over the planet. How we do that is try to get people in line, not yelling at us, not rebelling against us, killing everyone else, or, I guess, being kind. As we try to take the place over. So let's start the game. And let's play some Shadow Empire. The new DLC. Which the new DLC is all about sort of like government stuff. Anyway, my regime. We can be the Odessa Federation. No, we're going to be... Oh, it's not showing up. This is not capturing very well, so like... We'll see how this works. We're going to call ourselves the Nook Empire, we call ourselves. There we go. President, well, me. Title President. No, we're going to call myself Commander. And my colors are going to be, maybe like a good gray. Black will work. I can make a gray. Sorry, these aren't showing here. There we go. And we can switch out my, if anything doesn't show up on the screen, yell at me. Make sure I catch it. We can make it vertical, we can make it horizontal, we can make it monotone, we can make it vertical. I like that one. What's block? Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And as my symbol, we can also upload symbols if we want. But, we want a nice, I like the burning tree. It's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Cities were destroyed in the Disillusion War. Remainders of humanity dispersed into wastelands, hiding, scavenging, fighting, trying to scrape out a living, trying to survive. The forefathers of our Federation were among them. They weren't alone. Other survivors fleeing destroyed cities had followed them. Others were aggressive and tried to enslave our forefathers. How do they manage to pacify their enemies? Now, if you haven't seen this game before, you're going to look at the artwork and you're going to think, that's not very good. That's, it's basic art, but it's fine. It's fine. Wouldn't it be a shame if the dev decided to switch that out with AI art? It sure would. I'm not going to get on the topic just yet, but I will in a minute. But the art is fine. It fits the game well, and I am happy with it. This is the art that is started with the game. We'll talk about what has happened later on. They were not alone. Other survivors fleeing to destroyed cities had followed them. The others were aggressive, tried to enslave our forefathers. How do they manage to pacify their enemies? So now we're kind of building our government. And do we want to put points into government, into enforcement, into commerce? So we're going to pay them big bribes to leave their zones. Gives us a government boost. They fought at a huge cost and chased him off. 15 enforcement. Or they found a strong ally beyond their zone who helped to destroy them. Commerce bonus. I'd say we fought at a huge cost. We fought them off with our, get out of here. Upon stability returned, there were those who did better than others. Who are the people that grew richer and more powerful than the masses? The clever ones gives us a fist bonus. Artisans worked hard to supply goods and services that were needed, gives us mind. And nobody, people who tried to amass more wealth, others were executed. We'll give it to the artisans. At around the time your father was born, a rebellion took place against the leaders and principles of our federation. It was a rebellion against an authoritarian leader, the corruption and the lack of progress, or against the softness and indecision of the leaders. Yeah, against the softness. They were all just goofing around. All right, first turn. Let's see what's going on. Previous commander is now buried. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's now up to you to lead the Federation to victory. You are the commander of Nook Empire. The Nook Empire. Some subjects cheer your ascension, but not all. You will have to hail and address the Federation as soon as possible. New Zeitgeist wanders into the land. We are entering a time of relative calm. The effect is you will gain extra political points every turn. And right now we're a light. It'll sort of go up until we get to the next thing. 100 political points, which we'll use as sort of a currency. We got a bunch of these stratagems, which is going to give us like units and leaders and stuff like that, which we'll talk about here in a second. Okay, so welcome to Shadow Empire. Here is my home. I am in this spot here. I got my town is here. Odessa is the name of my town. This border area is my zone that I control at the moment. We can look at the map, and there's me in the middle. We've got the Viberian territory up to the north. Just they're like some miners. We've got Lozanar down over this way, and we've got just non-aligned forces to the south. Looks like a bunch of water there. Good. I'm glad we found some water. I'm glad we're next to some water, which even though it's orange. Again, at the base, it's a war game, and so we've got like our first machine gun infantry here. There's a bunch of folks in this group here, led by Oliver Darling. We've got Oliver Darling is sort of the commander of the whole thing, the whole army here. The Hopper Iron Moon is the commander of he's the commander of the army, and the other guy's like my chief guy. And they are all good at certain things. They have 100 time units that they can use to move around. It's going to cost like 45 to move into that square. And so mostly what we do at the beginning is kind of walk out and just grab some stuff. So like there's a little town over here. We're going to pop over here, and then we'll go walk into there. Sure. It's ours. Let's go stroll on over this way. We'll kind of move our way around and kind of push our land out. Look, it's mollusks. So there is some evasion twinglers. That's the guys. Those are them. The Gastrochiton Tulpa, land-dwelling sizable carnivore, resembles a mollusk. Its chemistry is hydrogen fluoride carbon base, and it's oxygen breathing. Scavenger predator, has evasion and corroder. So he's got a basically what we're worried about here. Again, war game style. He's got a soft attack against infantry and against tanks. This way, he's a better attack than he has a defense. We know he's there because we have a good recon, or a decent recon in the square, which is at 44 there. And so as we kind of stand around here, we can get a sight on some things, on what's going on. There's a lot more stats over here. This is all government tab. This is all, this is all what I'm bringing in: food and water and oil and ammo and metals, and all this stuff is being brought in by my buildings that I've got in town. So in Odessa here, we've got of course, the city capital. We've got ourselves a ice mining facility and a ag dome. I own all these, so I get lots of resources for it. The city owns its own farming dome, which is still giving me a good amount of resources. They give me a little bit of it. They also own a scavenging community and a transport hub. I could take those things if I wanted to, but it's fine being in their hands. We also have a little town of free folk over here. And then there's also a more free folk settlement. AF, automated factory. Okay. Automated factory over here run by people and a liquid bank somewhere nearby. So that's bringing in resources for me. And we can do more of that stuff by like building workshops and crafting ammunition or whatever. Doing some trade with all that. Of course, we can raise new armies up. We can replenish our troops this way if we want to, all that kind of good stuff. I'll take a minute to do a little complaining. So if you want to hear me complain, skip ahead 5 minutes. I want because I play these games, and I feel like it's kind of an endorsement of the game. And I love this game. This game's great, but something is bothering me about it, and I got to say it. This game came out in 2020. It's $40 for the game. It had that artwork I had. It's fine. It's nothing to sneeze at, but it's fine. Well, like a year ago or so, it's just a solo dev, and he went in and he switched everything out with AI art. And so every image you see, there's the button there, has AI art now. It bugs me a bit. Nothing against AI art. If you've got like an early access game or you've got a free game, sure, you can do a little AI art. But as long as you're gonna change it, But to put a game out full release, $40, and then 3 years later put AI art in and change everything out, it bugs me, and I don't like it. And so if you look at the Steam page, you're gonna see mixed reviews. It's because of that. Everyone's saying game's great. Why do you do that? And I 100% am in that department. If AI art doesn't bother you, fine, you're fine. But there is a toggle now, so we can at least turn off the AI art if we want to look at it. But yeah, I just had to say it, just so I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. But yeah, that's my issue with this game. It's not the game itself. The game is great, but the art change after the game was bought is a bit of an issue. I got the game for free. Slytherin sent it to me. If I had paid $40 for a game and maybe spent another $10 for the DLC, and then he switches everything over with AI art, I wouldn't be a happy camper. I would be in negative review land, and I think that's what a lot of people have done. So hopefully the dev will get some sense and switch it back, or pay somebody to do some art. I don't know. Yeah, hey, Attic. So that's just, I gotta say that because I do feel like if I'm playing the game, it is a bit of an endorsement. And I do like the game. It's a great game. And I do think if you like strategy games, you will like the game. But there's that little asterisk I want to make sure and throw in there. Fair to point out, he has made his stance very public for good or ill. Yeah. So yeah. And he is, he has defended his AI art point. You can read all about it in the Steam discussions and all that. But I just gotta make sure and mention that. But now we can go back to complaint finished. I'm not one to normally I don't give my opinion at all, but I wanted to make sure I mention that. Anyway, back to Odessa and my empire of things, and trying to figure out if we can get our empire going. So a lot of the game's going to be spent, of course, trying to manage your troops around and grow your territory. All this stuff is like is minor or unassigned lands, and so we can kind of go in there. We can grab that stuff just easy. We can walk into it. It expands my territory, as you can see the bar there. And that's what we want to do. We want to go out and get as much territory as we can. Ultimate goal is to conquer the world, and we can zoom out here. We can see the world is all there on this reasonably small place. We've got wrong button. We do want to grab these towns here because they're going to go and give me some extra people for one thing, and some build space, but mostly people. And we use those people to build up my troops. We've also got some currency that we can spend, fate points and power points and cash, and also Virtus, which is a new one for this DLC, which is basically like how stable your government is, I suppose, maybe an easy way of putting it. Most of the game will be spent doing this. And so we're the king, right? We're running this place, and the Beatrice Farn Waste. This is where Wobo Starpath came from, by the way. He came from this game. There's my secretary. So the buzz on the streets is that you're about to address the nation. For most of the people and leaders of Nook Empire, you are still an unknown. They need to know what you plan to do with your newly gained power. The question on everyone's lips is, which policies will you put in place? Okay, so we can choose. The economy is secondary. Rule of law is paramount. This will give us a bonus to enforcement, which my old ace Human Day. Yeah, he's clearly an alien in a human disguise. He likes that. And he has a different profile. He likes autocracy. He likes enforcement. He likes mind. And he is the leader of the lawful society. he's definitely an alien. And he has stats. Every person, every leader in the game has all these stats, whether they're good or not. 1 through 5. 1 is not very good. But he's the leader of a group. And so we can kind of choose this stuff and sway our government in this way. So our government is over here. So each one we've got our politics, which is going to be autocracy, meritocracy, or democracy. And by raising one up, lowers the other one down. You know, same thing with enforcement. We got, society. We got enforcement, we got commerce, and we have government. And by hitting a certain point in these, so say we got 40 in enforcement, which gives us discipline. Once we hit 50, we get efficiency. And so as you level these up, you'll get perks, and sometimes new units, stuff like that. And we also have psychology here. So we got heart, fist, and mind. And now, of course, we're government. We can't just like do whatever we want, because people are going to be mad about that. For instance, old Ace Humanity, he wants autocracy, enforcement, and mind. Sometimes they'll have things they don't like, and so if we get him not liking, like we go a different way that he wants us to go, then he will not be happy, and his loyalty will be lower, and he may rebel against us, and it would not be pleasant for us. Old Beatrice here, she is my my secretary here. She's unaligned. She doesn't have a faction. There is other factions. She doesn't like government. She does like commerce. She likes mind. So that'll help her loyalty, and so we're gonna keep him happy. Also, Iron Moon over here, my commander, he's a member of the Lawful Society as well. He's also not very good. And there's all the stats that he's got. He has a little high command experience. That's fine. So we got to kind of decide what we want to do here and how we want to work this out. Let's go look though first at my not that one. Over here and look at my leaders. So here's all my leaders that I've got. And we know oh yeah, we can just talk to him. We can fire him or whatever. What's Crank Wood do? He's the governor of Odessa. He doesn't have one. He's everyone's level 1, aren't they? I wanted to show you. I can't remember where this stuff is at. Sorry, give me a minute. I'll remember where these things are at. I think it's in here, and then there is my political regime feats and stratagem pack. We'll see all this stuff in a second. So there's the tech tree that you can do, whether you can go into economy or military. It'll learn you new things, like you can learn how to make a barracks, or solar energy, that kind of stuff. And eventually get into things like planes and walkers, stuff like that. Those are my troops. I got infantry, I got machine gunners, I got recon buggies, I got trucks right now. Eventually we'll learn some new stuff. And no blueprints just yet. There's my troops also. And the kind of stats that my troops have over here, whether they're good or bad at certain things. Design. Whether their weapons are well designed or whatever. We'll get new weapons as time goes on also. There's my buildings. I want to look at, let's see here. We want to look at, if we want to add new troops in, we can do this over here. Let's replenish troops. We're raising formations is over here. Do we raise a brigade, a corps, or an army, or just a little independent group of folks? It takes manpower. It takes industry points, IP, I think they're called, metals, and also takes some of this currency up here, the political points to spend. And trying to think, is there anything else that I need to cover? That I need I think that covers most things, other than the cards. We haven't got the cards yet. I'll talk about the cards in a second. That's my military levels. I've got factions overview. So we've got the Lawful Society, led by Ace Humanity. I know that's not how you say it, but I'm going to call him. And Hopper Iron Moon. These are the leaders of that faction, and they control 85% of the vote. So we should probably keep them happy. If they ain't happy, then it's rebellion time. We also have the Humanist Party. What is this? Okay. They like democracy and hearts. So we got one likes autocracy, the other one likes democracy. So that's a bit of an issue. But they only have 15% of the votes. So we probably need to go stick with the Lawful Society to keep our government in peace. We may even just kind of ignore these guys a little bit and maybe kick them out and just go all lawful society, I suppose. Maybe all full autocracy. Maybe. And we'll have a vote later on and all that stuff. I think that covers the basic stuff. And so you've got like an idea of what's going on here. I'll talk about the cards in a second. But for the most part, what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to grab old Winklebird over this way. And we're going to go move our way and just kind of grab as much land as we can. Starting out. And in here, we've got a bunch of troops all hanging out over here. And we're just going to go out, spreading out. We got some mollusks we got to deal with. So let's go get those mollusks covered. We'll move those guys over there. We're going to surround these mollusks because if we have surrounded, that's all playing in what kind of terrain they're at. That's all playing into it as well. There's your terrain stats. We're in ruins, whatever I have. We're there in heavy forest and snow, and what the benefits are with the heavy forest and snow. Right, they're not cards, they're stratagems. Get it right. Get it right. Let's go walk over here, and then we got another truck full of stuff. I'm going to run this guy up to Winkelberg. There's my commander right there. We'll move him over there. He ain't going to die. He'll be all right. How tough do you think these guys are? We don't have much. We don't know much about him. We have recon of 76, which is decent. But it's enough to know that there's a bunch of these guys. There's like 600 of them. And oh, maybe there's 2,700 of them. We don't know how many there are. We'll learn more in a minute. But the longer we sit there and look at them, the better recon we get, the better idea how we know how many are there. And having them surrounded is going to give us a big bonus. So we want to keep them surrounded. I'm going to scoot out this way. And we're going to keep on pushing out our way over here. And of course, walking on the road is much faster for us than everything else. There's a better Forks game out there than Shadow Empire. I've not played or seen it. Yeah, again, if you are into war games, 4X style games, then yeah, this game is that for sure. Yeah. There's a lot to it, and you'll see here as soon as I hit the button. We can, of course, colonize more things. We can trade. The big deal is trying to get in selling extra resources or bringing in new resources. We can always buy more ammo by putting ammo or metal. I think maybe just with metal. Not that one. Workshop. Take metal and industry points and turn it into ammunition. We can make more buildings. We can create new buildings in our town if we need to do that. But that's getting somewhere. Let's go finish the rest of these decisions. So we know enforcement, commerce, or government. Rule of law is paramount. Shoot anarchists. I'm in, says old humanity. Humanity and Iron Moon. They love this idea. Shooting people, they love it. They can't get enough of that. Yeah.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. You've given your speech. You made it clear that you will make sure Nook Empire will have iron discipline. Your vision has fired your militia into frenzy of support. So he likes me more, Hopper likes me more, and our enforcement has gone up. And so we are now getting enforcement is, I think it was our top one before, but now it's up to 59. Yeah, and I think this DLC is pushing into that. So the social juggling you need to do with your cabinet and secretary, that is what this DLC I think is kind of focused on, is because you got to keep them happy, and then that keeps your virtus up, the intangible life force, positivism, and willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. That factors into both not only just our government, but also in our units. So if our units don't have, if that number is low, then our units' morale is lower. And so it's just sort of like the overall, like, virtus of your faction, I guess. So Lawful Society, and they're now demanding that I hire their candidate. So this is the issue with giving them power. Because if they have the full vote and I don't do what they want me to do, well, then that's not going to be good for me. So they would appreciate it if I would agree to take a candidate of ours into your service. You know, who am I to say no?
Yes.
So they like me a little bit more, and we got Vance Sirius over here who has joined me. And he is eager to get an assignment, which we'll give him one in a minute. There he is. He's also lousy. And, yeah, your support. Yeah. He's got skills in 6 Sense. How do you measure that? Intimidating, improvisation, and streetwise. Yeah, this guy seems great. What a guy. So there are opportunities in a larger administration with the new organization. Which one do we add to our government administration? So this is going to help into, like, I think basically like research. So if we put him in the economic council, it'll go into feeding it like economic tech, which I think we're going to do. No additions. I'm going to put, so it spends 4 points. I'll put him into an economic council. Nomad traders offer ammunitions. So the Bavarian territory traders, those are the guys up the northeast, I think, of us, offer to sell us a bunch of ammo for the price of 191 credits. So we can say yes, because commerce like that. Also, I get some stuff. There's the Bavarian. Or I can say no. I'll buy that. I'm not opposed to taking some bullets from you. And then there's our decisions of the day. So stratagems. We'll talk about these now. So we got a bunch of cards. Stratagems. And these are going to be things like give our units bonus experience growth. Or decrease income tax. Just sort of just like actions that we can take. Recruit a new leader. Or method to layer base materials to increase hardiness of tip of projectiles. It costs 3 of these fate points, though, that we get every once in a while. That's where so sometimes there's a cost of these. Actually, there's almost always a cost of these. We sent spoiled food to the front. They'll be furious when they find out. So we can go send this over to them, but we gain 2 fate points if we do that. So, but we ain't gonna do that. We need more political points. We can spend them there. What else we got? And we can also send spies out with all these. We didn't spend anything out just yet. We'll let Johnny Depp there stay. And is there anything else I need to show for the first turn? Odessa, by the way, is a big town. It's got 70,000 people in it. It's losing some people because, well, 500 got recruited into the military. Increased due to natural growth. And decreased 600 due to the militia pool deployment. So people got thrown into the military, so we lost some people there. And there is our population happiness, which is going down slightly because of high danger, which is these guys hanging out. So if we get rid of them, that'll make them happier. Having anything within, I think it is in 2 zones, 2 squares, hexes of your town is going to make them upset. So let's go, and I think we're going to push the next turn button already. Yeah, I think we are. Push that button. Let's see what happens. So now the AI play their turns. We know we got 4 other major factions out there. Plus we got 42 minor factions out there. So they're all out doing their thing. And those big mollusks might chew on me. We'll find out. And it's wintertime right now, which is why it's all snowy. It'll warm up here in a second. We got 5 more decisions this next turn. Nothing really happens. We're still in the what is it? Just relative calm. So extra political points every turn. Found operational weapons near Maxadeep in the zone Odessa. So we got ourselves some stuff. We found some cards, of course, stratagems along the way, and now we continue on. So now we've got better recon, a little bit better. We can see that we can get a better idea of what's going on in here. A little bit better. So yeah, now we can see there's 30. So we thought there was what? 1,200? But now we know there's 3,800 in there. And so that's a sizable army. We know anything about what else do we know about these guys? So they're like real nasty. Versus infantry, 74-33. Like they're real nasty. So I don't know if I can handle these guys. We found tanks, by the way. That's one of the things we found. I think they will melt me because they're corrosive. Yeah, they're gonna melt my tank. I'll show you how combat works. So we can all jump in on this, at least from this angle anyway. And if we do that, so right now only them fighting, but we can throw everyone else in on this, and it'll be 0.8 to 1 odds. There's all the stats and all the numbers that are factoring into this fight. And basically, there's our offensive power. There's the defensive power. But he's going to spit all over us, and he's going to ruin us if we attack him. So we're going to wait until we get a few more folks in there to attack. Let's go grab Winkleberg. And let's move up here to grab that town as well. And also, we got to make sure we keep an eye on our logistics. Logistics is a very, very big deal. The green is good logistics, and as we go outside of that, we're going to start falling apart here. And not be able to feed our people, and people like to be fed. There's some ruins over there, huh? Let's keep on going. There's a road over here. Let's jump out here to the road. Let's not go too far, we can upgrade our logistics a bit by building things like having this transport hub in here. And we can build that thing up by putting it into a transport hub 2 if we wanted to bump it up at some point. I think we have to own it, though. I think we have to have it. So, it gives us a little bit of a boost. I think it would give us more if we had one. If I remember right. Let's see. Anything else we want to look at? There. Crankwood is his name. Population's going up now. Worker happiness is going up. Population happiness is going down. Let's take a look at our... There's our nationalize button. If we have 1,000 credits, we can nationalize something. This guy. Mr. Romulus. Ooh, look at that guy. Ooh, he is good. Ancient Galactic Republic equipment taken into our service. It's a heavy tank. Its main arsenal. Oh, that was a good thing I just found. All right. Okay. Yeah, he is pretty good. So this might be one of those things we want to use. Like, what? Do we have a good card for this fella? I think there was one. Call it a submission. We won't do that just yet. That's a headquarters thing. Posture of a headquarters. So we get more experience, but we're bad at shooting and defending. We don't want to do that. So he can't attack right now at this turn. He's only got 40 action points left. But you can see it takes 20 to move on the road there. My thing there. So move him over there. We'll leave him over there. Let's go kind of move over this way and get this guy completely surrounded here. Okay, nationalize before we can upgrade it. Okay. Can I build an additional one, or can I only have the one that they've got? I can't. Right, I can't build an additional one. This is the problem with walking into places we don't have recon very well. We walked into a place and we got blasted by some Lazenars. They blasted my biker. We everyone else ran away. There's your battles. That's how battles work. We get ambushed from those guys because we didn't see them. What are they going and doing there, huh? So I think everything else, though, is fine. We're losing a little bit of energy. So we could potentially make a furnace. It costs 2,000 worker hours. 150 metal, which we've got 245. And 125 industrial points, which we've got plenty of that, too. So furnace there. There's more industry things. Government, we can't make any of that stuff. And there's a truck station there. Okay. What's that? Add the tank to my brigade. You're gonna tell me with that one. It's not. Is it transfer? That's that. This guy, we want that one. So now he's under Darling. And we can go over here to this, and we should be able to see him in here under Darling. Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll deal with those guys next turn, probably. Power. So, what do we have here for power? Do we have anything in here for power? No. We've got this little guy, this degraded fella. Hexburg is completely independent from your public, so it's somewhere. Well, I don't know where that one is. Can we construct... They both provide that much. Oops. Energy. Start construction on that. I'm not sure which one we really care about. In range of forest. Forest will be cut down and fed to furnaces to generate energy. And this one uses scavenge points. We got a lot of forest around us though. So I think we're fine with the organic one.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay. Roger that, sir. He says, time decisions. Okay, national budgets. Do we put money in the Economic Council or the Spring Council? For right now, I don't have an opinion right now, so just keep it as it is. And then new director for Economic Council. We got to find someone to put in there, which is a new council we made for hopefully getting some tech. We can put old Vance Sirius in there, who is 12 suitable, or Elizabeth, which is a 10. We can also see, we know he's a level 1 capability class up to level 5. And what is she? So she's a 2, so she could potentially be a little bit better. I'm assuming she probably needs some like intelligence for her administration and skill, which she's got trade. You know what? She seems better. You're part of the Humanist Party. Yeah, you know what? We should appease the Humanist Party a little bit and make sure we keep them other folks in line. And our priorities. Do we want... So tech works kind of funny in this where... whenever you research, you don't know what you're going to get. And when you find something, you don't get it yet. You'll see what I mean here in a second. So we may get, like, university. And then we can decide whether we want to actually research that or develop that tech. Or just go for learn another one. So, I'm going to leave it all down the middle for right now. So we're looking for new tech. And then we can also develop that tech if we like it. Eternity Movement proposes a personal session. The gurus of the movement have asked us if you'd like a personal meditation session. It'd be beneficial for my soul, to spend some time with him. Negative reply will deteriorate our relations with him. Positive will make him happy. So, who can object against meditation? You know, I'm with you there, Frank.
Yes, sir. Roger
Yeah.
that, sir.
Sounds good to me. It's just a cult. Seems fine to me. No, my traders are going to try to sell me some more ammo. I'm not going to... No, get out of here.
Yes.
I already got your ammo. I don't need any more. Use that ammo blowing up that bug, and then we'll be done. There's sometimes we have places over here that have resources, and that's what this place is here. It's snow, but there's also a resource, a bonus resource right there, which I'm assuming is the maybe this. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. What's at that spot? I don't know that symbol. Inspect? No. Plains, snow. That's all just going to be about the thing. I'm not sure what is in that spot. I don't know that one. There's probably a symbol here that's going to tell me. But that's okay. Okay, we've moved everyone out as far as we can go. We walked into things we shouldn't be walking into. Let's move more time. What beautiful orange ponds we have around here. You don't see that every day. But you do if you're living in a land with crazy sentient mollusks. Okay, the mollusks are on the move. Okay, stockpile. We found 72 metal. Great. And we found a hidden treasure near Winkleberg. More metal. We found new stratagems, which is a shadow spy and shadow diplomats. And we now control 48 hexes. This is 18 more than our previous turn. Good starts. Our final goal is to conquer the whole planet. Thanks. Thanks. And metals resource is a very important thing. We do not have a public asset yet that is producing metal. We can start a metal mine if we find metal deposits. Nothing out there. We can do a recycling station, which will scavenge some stuff. So, get metal, he says. So, we need... So, what? This guy didn't do anything? He's just walking around? I don't think so, buddy. Let me scoot him over here. Let's get this guy there. And bring everyone in. We're gonna take out this dang mollusk. We got you surrounded, mollusk. I'm probably making this more than it probably needs to be, but I'm scared of the mollusk because he has corrosive spit. I never fought a mollusk before. Let's stick around our zone here. So we have logistics. Of course, rivers are going to affect that. Forest, mountains are going to affect that, which I don't actually see any mountains. Lots of forest though. That'd be good for our thing we're making. And we didn't have anyone attack us. The mollusk just moved. We got to replay what happened here. Yeah, he just moved over there. That was it. Yeah, just cruising around. Alright, so let's go over this way. How's it going, Frog Boy? We walked into things we should walk slower. Take this as your instructions to walk slower. There's your text readout if you want that as well. Alright. Well, there's more.
Requesting backup.
Well, there's crazy naked people. Tribal healer. Okay. We all ran away. They shot one of us. They still survived. Because of the... Okay, I'll get those guys. We could raise an army, some units up, and send them up there. Do I have the people for that? Do we need to do that? I mean, we could do it. We got plenty of recruits. We got 4,400 recruits. So we could send someone up there. But once we deal with this mollusk, we'll be in good shape, I think. We want to raise like a... so we could raise a whole regiment. Do we have enough? Not quite. Not quite. Close though. A whole infantry regiment we could raise. Yeah, let's do it. 3,600? Is that what we want? Or do we want maybe like some machine gunners? Or infantry with they can roll around? Maybe I'll take the machine gunners because we do have the points for that. Tanks no good in the forests. We could also like maybe save our money and put it into developing our place a little more. That probably is a better idea. Wind traps will give us water. Yeah, brings water in, which I don't have any water, do I? That may be a bit of an issue later on. The furnace has been built. Do we have power coming in now? We're still down 10. I'm guessing we were using it for something else. Industry will take 20 power and man hours and make this points, which I do need that. That makes fuel. And there's a rail station. So we can make a rail station here to bump up our logistics. Battalions instead. Well, I know it's always battalions are always good. Let me see the it'll be it is finished. The organic furnace. It's not 100%. We'll see when it starts cooking up and working. Where's my stats on that? So we had 150 last time. We sent 10 out to zones. So yeah, nothing's come in yet, but we will get some this time. I don't know how much this actually makes. It's using 20. That is using a bunch of water to keep my food coming in. So yeah, maybe we'll get power coming in, then maybe we'll get some water moving in. Let's go ahead and construct this industry here.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Roger that. Okay. So now we chew on some mollusks. Yeah, we can't walk through the trees because they're sneaky tree mollusks. That's the worst kind of mollusk. The mollusk can move. You can determine if it's sapient. No, the game told us it was sapient. Oh, there's someone. What is all this? What is all this moving? So the mollusks attacked me. We'll see what happened there. I killed 600. We lost 100. Lots of things happened that turn. So there we go. I discovered new tech. We know what hospitals are now. We haven't built them yet. We know what they are now. And so we can now focus on that if we want. We got some stratagems. Blitzkrieg, huh? Spend 100 credits and then allocate it to the leader as a bonus payment or ask a friend for help. Has supply problems. Yeah, he's kind of out there. Okay. No machine stored. Causing a delay. Yeah, well, we just spent it building things. Made a promise to do what? Conquer City at one. Which one? City, it's at 108.31. 108.31. Like, where is that at? 108. Way down here. Promise to do that. Conquer City there. Okay, well, I'll work on it. Okay, what's all this nonsense? Man, these guys just all showed up. Look at them all. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll let the mollusks sit for a minute. If we were to go in at these mollusks... Oh, we got them. Just the tank alone can destroy these mollusks. Yeah, let's just get them out of here. Just tank. Tank versus mollusk.
Requesting backup.
Maybe it was 38-1 the other way. Did I read that wrong? Maybe. No, that's... It was... Why did we get whooped so bad? You know what, you mollusks? You can stay right there. I don't mind you any much at all anymore. We're good friends. So retinuous are the folks who are walking into my territory. And I'm not keen on them walking into my territory because it's my territory. There's these guys up here we've been ambushing. We're going to walk our way back down, though, through these forests and get attacked by more mollusks.
Requesting backup.
Okay. Everything's okay. You move back around here. You, let's step right... Not there.
We need more firepower, sir.
We're getting blasted. Who are these people? Okay, let's raise a formation. Machine guns. I need you. Do I not have stuff for it now? No, I don't now. I can. I can do a battalion. Battalion of machine guns. I think we can do. No, let's just do it. Yeah, independent. Just an independent group. Just a little battalion. Slap them down in the capital, hopefully. And what am I missing here? Got bullets. I've got no metal. Because we just used it all for something. Well, I can buy a little bit. Give me like 40 of it.
Understood.
Okay. So we got some of that, so we can raise a formation. Now, how much do I need? I needed independent. We don't need that much. So we can grab in... I'm going to grab the 1,000 infantry. Raise that formation. Okay, so they'll be there now in my group. There they are, right there. So, do we need to attach them? There you go. Attach these guys in here, so we can deal with this hopefully before they come storming in here. Look at them all. What is this? This is what, round 3? Choose research targets. So do we want to stick with hospitals or research? Yeah, we'll work on that hospital. They're gonna give me sell us a bunch of ammo at the price of some money. No, leave me alone. As if we can't produce goods ourselves. He says as he watches people stomping into my place. There is one soldier that is truly clever and has already served his comrades many times. He is the cunning of a fox and always manages to outsmart the enemy. We're gonna give him a special training. Make him a claymore expert. Or make him intelligence experts. Give me a It's supposed to be up to 70. Citizen loyalty oath. Yeah, make him a Claymore expert. There we go. Now again, that's gonna lower everyone else. 40 is kind of the minimum of what you can be. If it's below 40, it's nothing. So put it there. I think we gotta kind of wait, spend the turn. There's not much we can do at the moment. Metals are going into the factory that we're building. And so we do have power coming in now. Yeah, we got a bonus of power. The factory is getting built right now, but it's actually need a machine to get done. It's got 3 turns left, and it'll be done. We need to buy some more metals for it. Best turn. Each one can have 2 independent units attached to it. Gotcha. Okay, there's some more little folks out there. And they're just out cruising around. No one did any attacking. The Retinous territory have violated our borders and declared war on us. Well, I'm about to declare war on them, so. Visit by my welcome to leader, what gives me an order of merit. Personal visit by you to welcome the leader in the order of merit. Give the leader feats Field of Merits. Bonus charisma. Okay. Offer myself as protector. You would defend them when attacked. I could sell some things for more money. Okay, that was who's the it was these guys, right? Ratnus. Yeah, Ratnus. We hate Ratnus. Lazonar's up there. We got Omana this way. We've got Viberian and then Lemonian. And along the line is just that little section right there now. So, they're still hanging around there. We don't like these guys anymore, so we're going to go march back on them. We can probably get a little more visual on them. Can I get you in there? So it says what we know of. That's recon's a big deal here. We got recon 100, so we should know what's going on in this place and what all is there. There's a lot there, and so recon's a big deal. And this may tell me the odds that are in my favor, but I don't know who all's there. I may not have enough recon to actually know what's actually at that place. So we're gonna bring in, not good. Pretty even odds. I don't like that, but I don't want to just throw my face at these guys. So, hang on. That was that. Can we get any better odds? Like this is good odds, assuming we know what's there. 73 recon, not likely, but maybe. Can I move you up here? Actually went down with him. They've got, so why are my odds changing like that? It makes it seem like we're better off just in the tank in there, but that can't be right. And it gets worse when we send more things in? I don't know about that. Let's hold off. Look, we found more.
Requesting backup.
Man! I can't see anything on these guys. They're so sneaky. So we've got our power 17. Theirs at 5. So clearly they have the odds there. Why is... We add more in, though. We'll wait one more turn. We'll see what... Well, maybe we'll let them make the first attack and see what happens. I guess they'd have someone else to shoot at rather than my tank, I guess, is what's happening there. I suppose. Okay, so we don't have any more decisions. How's my resources looking? So we're still spending, of course, a bunch of bullets. Metal's going up. Still 3 days left on the industry, which will start getting me some points. And that would be good. We do have a lot of recruits that are just hanging around, waiting to be used. And we could raise more, raise another formation up. I've got plenty of people. A regiment is too much, I think. Yeah. Well, no, you know what we could do? Do I have metal for this? I'm just a little bit short on getting me some machine guns in here, but it's enough to get a good size amount. Bring them in! Okay. We'll kick these guys out, and then we're going to go destroy these rats. Me and the mollusks, we get along. We're good buds. They can cruise all over the forest. They can do whatever they want to do. There's no fighting going on. It moves kind of quick, but this is a good summary. No kills, nothing happened. We have a bunch of reports. Gained some discipline, cool. 4 new stratagems, which we got always more leads. Investigate manufacture. Let's change that around for a change. Let's end the war and go to peace. Organize a low-key meeting with the Godfather. A drink, a cigar, a good talk. All right. Or syndicate governor. Offer the Godfather the enormous honor to nominate a governor for the selected zone. Okay. Oh, all these. Crime raid. Do we have issues on crime? Launch a savage military operation to weed out all criminal elements in the selected zone. It's not a regular or militia unit. Keeps the morale up. A little cult dude. Okay. Now it's killing time. So you tell me I got 38 to 1 odds, but now it's 15 to 1. I don't trust you. So I'm going in this like this. We're blowing them up. Okay, a whole bunch of us. My tank is dead. Of course, tank first one to go. Okay, a bunch of us retreated. A bunch of us died, but we got them out. Man, my tank blew up the first one. I like that tank. Well, that's not good. Send the machine gunners in. We get any better odds against this? What if we were to send in like from here and go in? Send those new machine gunners we got. Yeah, so maybe we could do that beforehand. Where's that cult? That cult is. I remember those guys. Those guys are good. Yes. So we've got this guy. So I'm going to put him in, oh, I don't know where they're at. I think 3rd. Let me look and see where they're at. So let's put him with these guys, the 3rd. I think that's them. There he is. Machine guns for defense, huh? I'm not going to push them out just yet with them, I don't think. Although it'd be nice if I could. Send out everyone, just throw everyone at them. Let's do it. A lot of like buggies and things. We're just going to try to run them out. There's our operational, like, defender held. We can't get anyone else in there. We sent everyone in there? Yeah. We know what's over here. 40 is our recon. Not very good. Oh, is there water? There's water there? Oh, there's water there, too. Water all over the place. We don't know what's over there. Okay. Man, we've been pushed back out of the north also. Things are falling apart. Town's gonna be kind of cranky because there's no... Yeah, it's all going down pretty far because -7 points due to high danger. 4 points due to high danger, because things are encroaching on me too much. Any other cards we have that we can, like, really help out here? I did gain some experience, yeah. Myself as protector. What's that one do for me? Attempt to turn a miner into a client state. We ain't going to peace. And I don't have a major regime around me. Unit gains experience, morale. Yeah, let's put that one on somebody. Put that one on, well, the same guys. I think. Yeah.
Understood.
Success. They receive experience. Okay. Where's that spy card? So spy on... oh, Ratness here? Okay.
Yes.
Failure. Oh, we're close. Okay. How are we looking on our buildings here? We got 1 turn left. Our industry will be done. Sorry, no, 3 turns left until that one's done. What's this one over here? That's the city. The city is building a light industry also. The city kind of does its own thing. Which would be nice. We still get a benefit out of it, though. Last time I played this was during the Oceania DLC, which added in, like, all the water worlds and stuff in. And, I'm going to go whoop there. Like a whole, like, mercantile system and trade. Recruit a mercenary. No metal producing thing. Man, they came at me fast. My leaders are awful. And we got some fellow over here. Who is this guy? He's in here riding some... What, these dinosaurs? Biped cavalry with environmental suits. Who is this guy? Get out of here. My leaders are awful. Let me see if I can get in. I got that new mercenary card. Where's he at? Leaders. Is not that one? Recruit the mark.
Yes.
Okay, a new leader in our pool. There he is. I own a caster. So he's going to be better at, like, fighting stuff. Or mark stuff. Increase accuracy of my weapons. I don't have any of those points to spend. Policy regarding this cult. Well, let's talk about this. This cult. Set up a conference with this cult. Maybe we need some faith before we can get anywhere with this terrible thing. We got recon on that. We're sending everyone at it. We're sending everyone at it. Take them out. Get out of my land. Okay, we got them running away. Blasting them out. Okay, get out of here. So they're gone. Now we got to deal with this guy, which we'll get to next turn. I'm going to have you... Think there's something over there? There probably is. Yep. I knew it. We're finding more and more things. There's a lot of them there. Fall back a bit. I'm going to deal with that also. Let's fill the hole. Who's there too? No, you can stay there. Keep them a bit surrounded. Can we replenish some troops? I'm going to recruit what we can. And So we got some replacement troops for our people. Okay, everything's fine. This isn't being built, is it? It needs more machines. How many machines does it need? Just one? Buy me a machine.
Understood.
Okay, and then maybe we can sell something. Food. We can sell a bit of food.
Understood.
Just to keep our monies up. Everything's great. Yeah. We got a few more folks that are here we can bring in. I don't have the points for it, though, so we can't bring anyone else new in. Okay, so this is what we got. Sit down with the Redondo family. Guest of honor. Are you take an invite? Oh, from the Godfather. So do I say with criminals, or do I say, okay, the Syndicate likes me a little bit more? You know what? At this point, Luigi, or Liugi, yeah, let's have a chat. I see a nation that has a piece of work in charge. Yeah, I'm going to take that as a compliment. People in Odessa are taken to the streets to display their displeasure with their living conditions. They are disrupting the local order and causing arrest. Send in the troops to deal with it. We can give into the demands by giving them a lot of cash I don't have, or calm them down by just having a chat. So our dice roll is going to be a D100 plus 17. We got to get up to an 85. So unlikely. You know what? Sit down. What's 1,600 soldiers, 22,000 protesters. We succeeded though. They got a little bit of fear. I lost 600 troops. I took out some protesters. The morality went down a little bit. But let's lighten the mood a little bit with a dad joke. Well, I was in the kitchen today, and I found out my wife threw away my old spice rack. And I looked down, and there was just spices, jars of spices, just sitting in the garbage. It was a waste of time. Did that work? Did I fix it? A lot of moving going around. Stop it, Scold. So they're fighting me. We lost some folks. They only lost 20. So we're not winning the fights. Man, I'm getting whooped here. I took out 20 tanks. They took out 1,100 infantry. Man. I have bought political CEO for 500 credits. What does that mean? Strength of the will. We got another spy. We got another proposed peace. We need to expand. Yeah, I know what's going on. Odessa is unhappy. Okay, so let's go see what happened here in this turn. Man, I've played this game a decent amount. I've never been whooped like this. Maybe this is the Slytherin 25th anniversary craziness mode. That's what I'm going to call it. So they sent a bunch of attackers at this guy over here who's just hanging out, just living his life, and they destroyed him. And then they did it again to this guy. We took out 20 of them. Oh, man. Why is there so many? It's crazy. I think this mode might be a little more difficult than what I can handle. Those mollusks are just sitting there just being happy. 50 to 1 odds. We ain't gonna win that. So I don't know. I can't declare war on these guys. I'd like you to get out of my land, though. Because, it's mine. I found some. I guess because it's all forests. That's why I've never seen it where I just keep on walking into people. Also, I guess because I'm walking into forests. Okay. I do think I want one of you to come stand out here. Just gonna keep my land clear. so they don't take it. You think there's someone right there? I got 50 recon, which should be able to see, I think 40 is the thing, so I should be able to see if there's anything there. There's nothing there. So I can walk there and keep that in mind. And then, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. And I know it's... Usually what happens is I'll play this game for a few hours and I'll just start meeting the majors. The minors, I usually take up... Usually the minors are nothing. There's something today. Eternity movement seems harmless. They're obsessed with meditation and connecting with what they call the spectrum. Overall, they improve loyalty, but their extended meditation sessions have a negative impact on the production levels of our public assets. Our current policy towards them is no policy. So keep that policy. Improve the policy in favor of the cult. Who can object against meditation? The cult is great. We love the cult. Come on in. And the national budget is still going on as well, which, let's lower that just a little bit and put some points into the Supreme Command Council.
Understood.
And then we're going to put it into military research. I think what we need to be focusing on for our next tech. We could say peace with these guys. We do have a card for peace to get them out so that I won't die so much. I know it's unacceptable, but I'm going to do it.
Yes.
Critical failure. Difficulty was 1,040. Does it say that in there? Oh, yeah, there it is right there. I didn't see that. Okay. They don't want peace. They think peace is a bad idea. Okay. Okay, so let's get another spy. I'm going to put it on... I got one on these guys. Well, I failed, didn't I? I failed on these guys. So let's send one over there. Difficulty 54. We can do that one. I got it. Okay, spy over there. I'm going to send the other spy. I'm going to get these other folks over this way. Viborian, who's walking my way. Got it. Okay. Maybe we can get some sight on some things around here and try to get them to get away from me. And how is my place looking? Our bullets are dropping quickly. And I don't have a lot of metal. I don't have a metal mine to make more metal. So we're in a bit of an issue. I saw that dad joke, human. Oh, hey, they're leaving. Maybe we scared them off with our cowardice. Fuel deposits discovered. Excellent. Excellent. And we got infantry to get plus 40% defense and minus attack. Hey. Old Sirius doesn't like me very much. He says pay him more and he'll like you more, but that's not how it works. Not in this army. So now we can see a bit more because we got the spies on these guys finally. I forgot that one spy didn't work before. So again, 90 recon is decent. 77 is okay. We can see they got a good sized group of folks there though. And they're like not... There's just a bunch of roaders. Roaders and bikers out here hanging out in the snow. But we got nothing. Nothing we can really do to them. They're just so much stronger than me. This is a good sized group. I'll pop them over there. I don't want to leave my place empty. What do you got over there? Are you anything decent? If I would have cut these fellas off, what happened? Will they get mad about that? They would just come in and take all my stuff. You all hang out over there. Let's see if we can... We'll hang out here. We'll get a little more recon on these guys. We're 129 good enough. I think. New director for the Military Research Council. We need either Darling or Crank. Neither of them are suitable. Well, Crank's got 9. His intelligence is decent. He's a militiaman. Loyalty 65. Loyalty 60. Output. What was your... You're both 1, aren't you? You're both kind of lousy. Oh, you're a 3. You're pretty... Potentially pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep Darling in there.
Copy that. Copy that.
Workers strike. Military force or give in to their demands. It's only 100 credits for this one. We'll stick with what we've got. We lost 200 workers were killed. People are a little upset about it, but we are full on autocracy now. Almost. And is there anything we can do to give us a hint? I'm not sure what this one does. Attempt to turn miner into a client state. So if we do this and we put it on, we have to be at peace with them. Like a client state, like a... You join me? 185 on that one. So this one's like only a 55. Let's try it.
Understood.
92. We succeed. Turn it into a client state. Okay. We can decrease income tax and make people, well, make less money. None of those yet. Infantry forces get defense. I'm going to put this on... Wish I had a map. Yeah. Yeah, that one's fine.
Yes.
Okay, they're on defense. Who does that go into? So I can go... Someone can make... I can make him like me more. Crank. I'm gonna go chat with you and make you happy. Well, maybe I should wait till I get someone's real low. I'll save that one for that. Okay, so now... Does that mean you guys are, like, okay with me now? Let's see what happens. Let's pass the turn and see how this goes. We'll turn this around. This isn't over yet. Okay, they came in and attacked me. I killed 1,000. I killed 1,000 infantry, 10 guns, 20 tanks. I lost 900 infantry, 30 motorized. That was a big fight. I didn't take Wall or Fing. I don't remember seeing that one. Yeah, they're disappointed. More spy, another commander. And where was that fight at? That was... Oh, they came in there. They all came in there. So I stood firm, though. We didn't die. Excellent. Recon's a little bit worse, actually, now. Can I hit them now? No. If I come from up, that doesn't matter. Nice. I can scrap cards? What do I get out of it? If I make it... Oh, 15 for a new one? Oh. Has that always been in the game? I don't remember that. We'll do it for one. We're going to get 8 more. So that's good enough for now. Okie doke. So these guys are like my my buddies now. I can see what they're doing out here. Can I stroll into your territory? What's that gonna? Oh, there's more of them. I can't walk on the trees. do have no metal. Do I need to get anything to raise a new formation? 72. No, I can do that. I need 400 more guards. We need a bunch of new machine guns. I need metal. I got no metal coming in. I do have money. I can trade for some metal. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, I can. Spend some money.
Understood.
Okay. Now let's punish those troops that are out getting whooped. Okay. Now. Where's my bomb? I need a bomb. I don't think there's much we can. There's not much I don't think I can do. I know of. With as big as these guys are. In Odessa, everyone's really mad. And we're not getting my thing built. We'll let it play out. They didn't attack me this turn. That's good. Want to be a better person. Our great nation doesn't need ambitious folks or egocentrics to serve as the greatest reward possible. What is most important? Says Cypher Yovansong. I don't know. Out in the wastelands, arachnids from Omana territory have leveled up to hive level. There's spiders. New tech, ammunitions factory. Convert industry to specialize in constructing ammunitions. Much cheaper if we do that. I also got high velocity guns. And some new stratagems. Okay. Low ammunition. Yep. Oh, yeah, we're low. Well, I gotta get metal to make bullets. This is no good. How many do I have? I've got a few of those. I guess I should sell those rare earth things for some cash. Giant spiders. Yep. I gotta buy metal.
Understood.
And I gotta go make some bullets. I'm gonna make as much as I can.
Understood.
Okay. I would nationalize things if I had money. I got no money. That's not going to work well. And we're just surrounded here. Oh, what a state we're in here. I mean, I don't have anything I can do here. I'm kind of hosed. What about special exemption? My son is so eligible to be drafted in our military. However, he is physically weak and mentally not suited to be for the horrors of war. I'd like you to give him exemption and allow him to pursue a career in humanitarian work. Oh, yeah? No exemptions.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Crime Syndicate goes to war. May very well be the last time I write to you, the Crime Syndicate has decided to put an end to your attempts to sabotage our business. Consider yourself at war with us. Well, I'll tell him I'm gonna crush him.
Yes, sir.
I want to be a better person. Great Nation doesn't need ambitious. Yeah, we saw this guy already. Be more altruistic, which gives us a bit of heart, or less ambitious for mind. I don't care which one we do. Well, we're close. We're like all in on mind. So let's go. Let's do this one.
Yes, sir.
1 point in that. My policy speech is due. What do we put it into? Are we going to reach at least 8 levels in commerce, education, 54 mind points. Zone reach to 54. Quality of life to 8. Oh, we're growing. 54 zones. We're growing. We're exploding.
Copy that.
Scouts have been killed while out on patrol by a horrible monster. As long as it is out there, it'll probably pose a small risk to anybody passing close by. You can warn people not to go out there. I'll lead a hunting party to go kill him. Yeah, get it.
Sir. Roger that, sir.
88 versus 50. We managed to kill the beast. Lost 200 security and hunting party members. 200. Made an impression to earn myself the title of Monster Hunter. Okay. Opportunities for the 5th Machine Gun Infantry Battalion. Do we form 2 snipers? Turn him into a veteran sergeant. Give me the snipers. Keep that mind up, I guess. Okay. So we are still in a bad place, even after all those rolls. I'm just gonna throw my face at this guy and see if we can just push him back. Look how many things I got. Maybe we can just sort of weaken him. Yeah, it's suicide. We didn't do anything to him.
We need more firepower, sir.
We're not getting anywhere. Let me try throwing everything I've got at these guys. I think we're okay. We'll see what happens. This is my last-ditch effort. And then we'll reload the game. Or we'll start a new game. Let's see if there's any fighting going on. Are they are still pushing in on me? Yeah. Oh, because the guys... Okay, these are the guys that I, like, peace with. It's these over here. Okay. Hold a parade. Good time for a parade. So, yeah, I was thinking it was these guys. It's actually this group over here. Three Mouth over this way. That's my buddies. But, yeah, they're encroaching on us. We're done for. There ain't nothing we can do here. Push him back. Okay, let me re-roll the map and see if we can get something a little bit more not terrible. Let's see. Let's go into... How do I just go out? Quit. Oh, yeah. We can retire. Look at the world map. I do want to see that. Or is it this one? 3. There it is. Talk to the secretary and... How do we do that? I don't retire here. Where's my secretary? In here, and here, and here.
Standing by.
Resign.
Understood.
Okay. Yep.
Understood.
Okay. Now do we get to see... We can watch us crumble. We'll let that play out. We'll see if this will let us see some things. So there's, there we go. Okay. So let's look at the map here. Can we see? So there's Tiny Me. Actually, that speck there. There's the Zafaro. I guess those are the guys we talked with. No, I thought it was the Barbarian. I don't know. I don't know. Over there. The other major we've got is Indris over here. Virtus. And Marrera is right in there. To the south of us. And then we had Mirio that way. Do we have any... So we had like the... I guess maybe they weren't quite... I guess they were big bugs, but they weren't enough to form like a faction or anything. I can't believe I got so whooped by a minor faction. Yeah, that's almost embarrassing. So there's all the things that were hanging around me. They did just have, well, they've got all these trucks over here. Look how big they are for a minor faction. There's the bugs. The hive now over in the Zonus Cliffs. A bunch of mollusks hanging around over this way as well. Anything down here to the south? What is all this? That's the Republic down this way. So they got their one town. Look at how nice that town is all built up. Looks pretty nice. I wish mine was nice like that. Oh. Okay. Let's we'll quit this one and we'll whip up a new one real quick just to see if we can get a few quick turns. Like there's no such thing as quick turns in this game, but we're gonna try it. And we're gonna fast pace this one. We're gonna go with we'll stick with unclassified. Yeah. This is gonna be sort of random. And we'll go with, I'm gonna turn off the mayhem mode. That's what killed us. More dangerous AI, minor, and major regimes. I thought more dangerous. Okay, maybe they're a little more aggressive, but they are a lot more aggressive. We'll just like that one. And we'll go with the drop me in a game right now. Okay. That's what I get for trying something new. So we're the Hawking Federation, and I am president. I like it. Perfect. Okay. Guys, we get a research bonus this time. And we can throw some money at us. There's a cult around. Ascension speech. We don't really know what we want to go with, I suppose. We right now are going democracy and heart and meritocracy. As far as our leaders here, we got Oscar Osiris. He's a commander. We got a he's just an advisor. Where's my my governor? Oh, he's a level 3. Do we actually have better units this time around? Level 3? Oh, look at this. Level 4? Oh, the warrior party. Now that's the kind of party we need to be having. Level 3. These are way better. I wanted to look at, let's see, this one, and I always forget which one I want to look at. Where the different factions are. I always forget. There it is. Factions over here. So we've got the warrior party, which got 57% of the vote, and we have the Republican Knights. And meritocracy, government, and hearts versus democracy and fists. Okay. So let's see what we got around us this time. We've got the Kronvale Imperium. This is like, I thought I might get like a little rundown. I haven't done a fast start before. I thought I might get a little rundown of the planet and all that. I don't. It just throws me in there, doesn't it? And the Dunkelraum is over to the left of us. Dunkelraum. Do we have anything about... Is there anything in here about, like, the planet stats? I guess not, huh? There's the Virtus report. Oh, here we go. Here it is. No xenon, no crops. Xenon atmosphere. Okay. So let's see if we can do this without dying immediately. Grab what we can. Push as far out as we can here. Do we find some resistance? So we got a little something over there. Headquarters. You can just stay there, I guess. Oh, Michigan. You come on down here. Okay. So, we'll stick with meritocracy this time. I mean, ideally, I guess we kind of want to balance it out. But this will be a quick game, so we'll just kind of go quicker. I've always done economic council because you get things like university and the hospitals and things. That seems like the one to stick with, unless we do like we get thrown into the deep end like we did last time. But let's just sort of move on here. I should look and see what kind of buildings I've got at my in my main place here as well. Rare metals found, more machinery found, and more metal found, and 2 high-tech items. So in what's that? Hawking is the name of my town. People are happy. We've got we started with a ice mining facility, which is giving us water. We also have, of course, our farm, which is giving us food. The city has its own farm. There's the city and transport hub. If I remember right, last time I think I remember playing this, I think I remember buying, like the first thing I did was to nationalize the transport hub. I'm going to do that now. Oh, you think I should nationalize the scrapyard? So we'll grab that. And just keep on pushing out here. Over to the old Twilight Wastes. Seems nice. We grab the we get that on our nationalized, so then we can move in and we can expand further. We have more reach, more logistics. This is a very green place, isn't it? Commander offering services. Jamie, who is it? If I can liberate his home village of 1221 within 7 rounds. $12.21, right there. Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Roger that.
Okay, we'll leave that as it is. And new director for Economic Council. Gordon Hall's our reserve guy. He's at a level 2 cap. And Dorian, he's got a level 3 cap. He's not as suitable, it says. Probably because he doesn't have any intelligence. But I'll put him in there.
Yes.
He has the ability to be better.
Yes.
Okay, next turn. What we run into? Oh, we found some units, some recruits. Get metal. Go grab that thing. So we had a fight here. So we had some saber snakes. Is saber snake a thing, or is it? I gotta go see what a saber snake. I don't know what a saber snake is, but I'm scared. You think I should release a secretary that is cap 4? It's in here and leaders. Which one was that? Was it my secretary? Yeah. So what should I do? What should I do with her? Get her, like, get her free, so then I can put her on whatever else.
Standing by.
Like that, relieve her from duty, and then she'll be available for whatever I need to put her in. That's what you're saying? I don't know if I've ever, honestly, I've played this game a bit. I don't think I've ever seen a cap 4. Not that I remember, anyway. I don't know which one I want to do. Resign. I don't want to do that because that kicks you out, right? relieve is putting her back in the place.
Standing by for orders.
Maybe switch her out for OHQ, the head dude. Ah, we can do it that way too, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Standing by.
You sure about this? I feel like it's gonna kick her out. I don't want to do it. I'm scared. Give me a yes or a no, because I don't know. I've never done it before, so I don't know. Simmons wants change and propaganda. Too much about our great leaders. Doesn't resonate with populace. All humbly request that you allow me to persuade the news service to spend more time on the lot of the common man. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Sounds good to me. Okay, so let's go. Oh, let's go ahead and do this thing up. So we know they're up here.
We're under fire. Requesting backup.
We found somebody. Is that it? No, he's over 12. He's there. That's his town. Eisenberg. That's it. Okay. So these are them. We don't know what they are, though. Let's see some over here, and we get some... Oh, they are snakes. They're snakes. Vampiropoda. Vampiropoda. Large, 4-meter-long snake resembles a blather analog. Hydrogen fluoride, carbon-based, and is oxygen-breathing. Scavenger predator. Evasion trapper amorphous. Okie doke. Well, we'll just kind of keep an eye on you, buddy, and we'll maybe walk over here and we'll chew on you here next turn. Unless you chew on me. And there's more, which might be more snakes. I think there's a whole bunch of snakes out here, over here in Death Slough. Maybe. There's kind of the edge. We're hitting some, like, forest, which is hurting our logistics. The other thing, and that last one, I was stuck in the trees, and it was... Logistics was awful. It was awful. Power's an issue. I gotta get metal going, of course, so we can go look at my base here. And finish our constructing what we're going to be getting here. Iceman Agrodome. We don't have power. It's probably the first one to get. Scavenging furnace takes scavenge. And throws it into there. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about Odessa. we don't talk about that one. Only if a friendly forest is in range. Oh, I don't have a friendly forest at all in range? I don't. Can I make it over here? Yeah. Pop it there. There's forest nearby. We can keep that zone. I'm not so concerned about people encroaching my land this time. Odessa got overrun by some very, very angry natives. We got more infantry. See what this is all about. Take his town back. We got his town. Let's inch our way up here. Do you want to invade them? No, not yet. Let's send someone. Maybe I should right now. It's kind of the edge of what I can reach here, so we'll kind of move our way around this way. There's York over there. And how big's our map this time? Oh, hey, look, we got a good-sized chunk there. Is York a main... Oh, it is. Iron Hull Island is a major faction. Well, let's say we like... We want to talk to those guys? Maybe. Then we need to take a candidate of theirs into consideration. Yeah, okay.
Roger that.
Oh, Drake is in here. Drake is a level 3. Man. Okay. A lot of things happen apparently over there. Fuel deposits in Hawking. That's always good. Bugs. We conquered Eisenberg. And we found sealed roads. Putting concrete on dirt roads, they'll be much easier to drive on for our trucks. More fuel found and more recruits. And some hidden treasure. New card. Okay, and let's go... Let's invade.
Prepare for evasive maneuvers.
They got people in there. We probably should have waited until we had some recon. Probably should have waited. Okay, so let's go inch our way over here and kind of keep an eye on what's going on this way. And, see what's over there. These guys are snakes? You think these are all snakes? Trying to get some exploring going on over there. Research, yeah. Get those sealed roads. And what do we do over here? Anything worth doing over here? Nothing yet until we get that facility done. Maybe a recycling facility, which will crank out some... Oh, where's the... We said we found some fuel. Does it... Oh, there it is. Right there. I mean, it'd be a bad idea putting in a oil facility there. Look at this. I know. Look at all this space I've got this time. What a difference from this one versus the last one. By this turn last time, I was already dead. That's how fast it went down. Oh, I gotta go walk in my territory. Yeah, okay, we didn't defend that very well, but I was exploring. Yeah, okay, I understand. Let's see. So what they got over here? We don't know. We gotta figure it out. So let's get to where we can get them nice and surrounded, and then we're gonna waltz in there as soon as we get more recon. We can see what's happening over there. I'm gonna move this guy up. Cargo derelict. We'll move them back over this way as well and meet up. Okay, bit of a walk here, but we're gonna make our way. We're gonna meet these guys up into a group. And work our way over here to take out this group once we figure out what they are as well. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back a little bit. And policy speech. Population happiness, at least 79%. What is the old population happiness? How's old Hawken looking? Happiness. Oh, look at 76. People love this place. 79%. So make people happier. Quality of life at least 5 points. Well, maybe. Not quite sure where I see that number. County Colt follow. I'm not sure where I see that number. 10.3 victory points. I'm going to say we get that happiness because people love this place because it's such a good place. If we want to do things we can do to make this a nicer spot so we can keep happiness up. And then, do I have any money? I could nationalize this fella, which is going to give me all kinds of stuff. Do people like that? People get mad about that? I think they do. I think nationalizing is going to make them kind of cranky. Look at all this stuff. Look at this. This is a big town. Well, it's not a big town. It's just, this is all us. This is what I've been grabbing. I'm going to do it. It's also the light industry that they've built over here. And they're going to have a police station here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and grab this scavenging fella. Seems like a nice place. I'll take it. Drop 7 points. That's fine. It'll go back up. It'll go back up. They'll get over it. That's right. Here in a couple of years, they'll forget all about it. Once their homes are burning and there's snakes walking over through the streets, they won't even think about it. Metal deposits, great. Yeah, make things nicer. Which is gonna be nicer whenever there's not people walking through my land. Right over here. I'm gonna raise an army up. So I wanted to go see if I can take this, but we don't know what is there. Let's go see if I can get it surrounded, and then we'll walk in there next turn. Ooh, hey, we got Recon 41. So there's 1,300, maybe, rifle militia. There could be a lot more than that. I'm going to run this guy up on the road, and then we're going to come this back way over here. I'm going to go ahead and raise a formation up, though, because we have the stuff for it. And no, we can't do that much. We can do a little brigade, though. Oh, we can't quite do that either. We can get close, but not quite. It's not enough. Okay. Just maybe some machine gunners just to kind of like hang at the back. Oh, what am I missing? I am missing... What am I missing? I have everything. Not sure. That's what I had. Wrong spot clicked. Okay. So let's bring in... I could do a regiment of infantry. Right there. Yeah, I thought I had that clicked, but I didn't. Dunkelram demands an oath of peace. He wants to swear a ritualistic and ancient oath of peace. Dunkelram tells us a ritual encompassing a solemn promise of peace is what we need. Today, for next year, for eternity. Do I swear an oath of peace? No, not really. How long do you need this oath of peace to happen for? Because I'm going to do a lot of... No. I'm going to do a little bit of stomping. Just be careful. Be happy. It'll all be worthwhile in a minute once there's no more snakes walking around. You'll see. Is that guy still, like, over here? Move him up this way. We know what's over here yet? No. So we'll hang out here. We'll keep on getting some recon in here. Can I... Oh, I may have a spy. Let's send a spy at these jerks.
Roger that.
Roger that. Spy done. We got an attack. What's that here? I killed 1,300 infantry. Dunkelram has violated our borders and declared war on us. Dunkelram, you just said peace. I realize I said no, but still. Where's Dunkelram? Dunkelram is up there. All right, Dunkelram. I was trying to be nice. Still don't know what's going on over here. Our history was... Where is it at? Why isn't it? It's off the battle? Why isn't it showing me where it... Oh, there's one. Okay, over there. So they had 100. They had 1,000. They came at me. They lost. I lost nothing. Okay. Over here. We still don't know what they've got. We know what they got over here, though. And this one... Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. War! This is going to be an all-out war kind of game. Not the best odds.
Let's go.
That's not a good number. Round 8.
Requesting backup.
Okay. Well, they held. That's fine. They can do that. I wish I knew what was going on with it. 31 recon. Can we get some, like, looking? Somebody go over here and look. Just open your eyes. Okay, so Dunkelram is this. This is Dunkelram. Oh, Dunkelram, I don't like you. I don't even know what you look like. I haven't even seen a single one of your troops. These are just not online. These are just snakes. Not a good idea for him to be out there without any sort of logistics. Or these guys. They're all out of logistics. Not a good place to be. The roads are going to help out. We could build roads, and those will help. I'm going to move down here and try to meet this guy and take him out so we can clear this road up. I think that will help out a lot. Take that back. And 7 decisions. Incident with an overambitious order. Met with the people of this small community way out in the middle of nowhere, and I promised them the same living standards as our populace enjoys within a span of a single month. And, well, frankly, we didn't succeed. People now say I'm a bit of a buffoon. Populace of Hawking is angry, and there might be some minor unrest. We can ignore the leaders. We can support the leaders. Denounce the actions of the leader. Who is it? Osborne? Who are you? Not you. We're going to discipline. Discipline the leader. Okay, that's fine. And then we're going to go with military research. That's what we're at now. And the gurus want to talk to me. Yeah, come on and talk. Remember those spices I saw? Those herbs. Sorry, remember those herbs I saw in the trash can? You know, such a waste of time. Well, let me tell you about this this other thing I saw in the garbage the other day. What a garbage day. There was a clock in there. Now that's a waste of time. General is retiring. Who's this? Leave him at peace for now. Ask him to give a speech. Get him removed. No, we'll give him a speech. Give a speech, buddy. Safety protocols have been ignored. Remember, we got people need to be happy. Close the festivities. No. I mean, no. Rules are just guidelines. People can let the people dance. Iron Hall's land demands release of a spy. We imprisoned their spy. What do? We return the spy and refuse their payment. We accept their offer. How much? 7? Or spies will be executed.
Roger that.
That's what you get. I'm just mad at Dunkel. So I took it out on these guys. They'll understand. Okay, again, we don't know what's there. It'd be nice if we did. We're not going to get anywhere if we don't know where they are, or what's going on there. So we're going to continue our fast play. This is speed running Shadow Empire. We got some scavenger Cyberus fighting us. We killed 200 of them. Gordon doesn't like me, but he's in the reserve pool. We don't care about that. I need industrial points. Yeah, we can't need those. Where was that at? Next battle. So we had... Oh, over there. Okay. They sent 1,400 at me. We fought them off. We only lost 100. This guy's kind of stuck over here. Can we get him freed up? There we go. Now he's freed up. He's still not in logistics. Oh, no one's in logistics right now. Man, I wish I could see what was going on here. Can we get some recon over here? We got no... Like, we're not going to get anywhere with this. We're in a bad place. So, let's fall back a little bit. Look, I'm sorry I tried to take your town. It was just a joke. Don't you guys know how to take a joke? These guys, this ain't a joke. Oh, finally can see what's going on. A little bit. I got recon 55. There is things there. There's not a lot of things there, though. There's more things there.
Get out!
222. Recon went up. We know what's there now. We saw it. It shot us. I should have moved them in first. Okay. Next turn, we've got them. Starving troops. Yeah, they'll be all right. These guys, we don't like. I'm going to stay on the road here. I gotta get these guys. I gotta get this. Who is this? Falky? Oh, is that the major guy? Is he over here and here? No, Iron Hall's over here. He's the yellow. Oh yeah, covered roads. I could fix some logistics. Yeah, that's right. We could do something cool with all that. Eventually. But we got a war to win here. They demand that you demand. I refuse. Director for military research. Someone in charge as soon as possible. So we've got a couple people we can put in. Maybe we should. Oh, she doesn't like me very much. Gordon Hall's a 2. A 3 for this fella. Not very suitable. For what? For Military Research Council? That's fine. He can go in there.
Copy that.
Okay. Well, a couple more turns here. I wanted to feel better about getting completely whooped in that first game. And I do. I feel a little better. I'll feel even better if I can take this. I'll feel so much better.
Get out!
It might take a little time, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Well, a lot of gas and everything. Oh, what a bad place to be. I'll probably get whooped here too. I gotta end before I get too whooped. Maybe we have some good. Oh, units. Look at that. Panzerhead, true expert of armored warfare. Yeah, give that to somebody. Do we have anything I can even use that? That one. And then give me this this guru. Yeah, put him on. Oh, yeah, put him on there too. That one.
Roger that.
I'm gonna send some more spies out against these guys.
Roger that.
Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not the game for fast play. Definitely not. Don't do this. But in the interest of like seeing the game and kind of seeing where things can go, this is the YouTube so I can show off the game. We've discovered new tech, padded envirosuits. Cool. Okay. Can we get in there? I'm not gonna be able to get these guys down. We'll keep on whittling them down. Maybe. There's a lot of them in there. They're just well defended, I guess. All bunkered up or something. Can we get these guys out back in my supply? No, they're all kind of stuck. Oh, here we go. Still not in supply, but they're getting closer. Those guys died. Yeah. Recon 8. Good job. Just stay there. Although, is that in my logistics? Oh, it is. Okay, so we're still good up there. That road's helping us out. If you keep this clear, we got to make sure they don't push there. That would not be good if they pushed this road off here. If they came in here and they took that out, we're in trouble. Let me throw in a few more troops. I'll spawn them here. Oh, you know what else we need to do? We need to replenish troops. Yeah. Do we have enough? Oh, not quite. Okay, so we'll have plenty of things replenished, but not anything new yet. Incident with perceived cowardice. Making an inspection in Hawking, there were ruffians beating up a group of women. Happened close to me, and well, I didn't really do anything about it. Guards stepped in, however, and people, however, say I'm a coward. Who? You, Dorian? Yeah, dude, you're the worst. Discipline.
Yes.
Morality went up. He doesn't like me anymore. But we gotta make this town like us. Poor Quarter Patrolling Law. Initiative of the Warrior Party in the Senate is holding a vote whether to enact the Poor Quarter Patrolling Law. We all know where thieves and thugs come from. We need to focus our police efforts on the poor quarters of our cities. So we've got law effects, security up 50%, happiness up 1 per turn. And it costs some of my money. So they got votes against and votes in favor. So I think I do want this. This seems like a good thing for me. I'm going to strongly influence in favor. And I got plenty of these points. I know I'm going to command a favorable vote. Enacted. Okay.
Copy that. Roger that.
Okay. Have a good one, Skull. So until we get like a little more healthy here, we're not going to do much on this side. Okay. One more turn. They are encroaching in my land. If they get that road like they just did, we're going to be in trouble. There's fighting going on over there. We are losing a few folks. We got pushed back. They're just surrounding us and just starving us out. Iron Hall Land. Oh, Iron Hall Land's at war with me now. Sealed Roads is done. Finally. This is what we do here. Not sure where that... Does that happen? We have to build those? Not sure how that works. But that's not good. These are the yellow guys, and they're at war with me now. And now, because they've taken that road, we're out of supply. I'm going to push over there. So now we'll be back in supply. Fall back, buddy. You guys are the new ones. And can we crawl our way out of here? Maybe. Okay. Final effort. We can do it. We ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna try it.
Requesting backup.
All right, and on that high note, I think we gotta call it a day. It's my bedtime. Anyway, there is Shadow Empire. I hope I showed you what not to do, and let me go retire and see what we've got for the map. So we'll have a chat. No, not that one. Here, and leader, and secretary.
Standing by.
Let's resign, and we'll see where it goes. We can see where everyone else is at. There was a good amount of people here. They're stomping in my place now. That is certainly the downside of charging out that like we did, is we get surrounded and then we lose logistics. Logistics is a big part of this game, and if you can't keep your logistics in line, as I've just shown you, things really fall apart. So we got this one actually did have some ice caps on it, and it seems like we're actually in a nicer spot. There's orange lakes on this one too. Where is my map? So there was only 4 of us in this one. So Hockingham, of course, right here in the middle, and we started right next to Iron Hall, which is right there. And we had Simpson's Keep, little guy over this way, and Earth Mountain is also a little guy over this way. There's ways of playing. You can start up the game where you have like one big nation on the map and then a bunch of little guys, or you can kind of have it split up. Here's all the different little miners, like wherever Falky went or whatever. The Falky Reich is down here at the bottom. Who's this? Is this like the just unassigned? Not somebody. I don't remember who that was up this way. Oh, it's Dunkelraum. Oh no, they're just small. They're right there. Right there. Okay, yeah. So those non-aligned forces. Those are the snakes. The snakes and whatever else is just about running around in the world out there. We can probably see them. Is there a bunch of snakes out here? Where are you? No, just a bunch of rebels and things. There's some snakes. Snakes and and eels? What are you? Worms. Large 3-meter big worms. So we have worms on this planet, and snakes, and raiders. Anyway, there is Shadow Empire. It's been out for a little while, and this is the new DLC. This is the Republica DLC, which is actually out on the 9th. So this is a little bit early. April 9th is when it actually comes out. And anyway, it adds in things like a lot more political focus, and of course that whole Virtus thing that will help sort of focused around your empire and the people and your leaders and all that stuff. But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I hope everyone has a good one as we call it a day here.